I'm Richard Stathakis, 13883 Timberview Drive. Good evening, Mr. Supervisor and Board of Trustees. I come here tonight with a message not only from myself but also from another concerned Shelby Township resident. Her name is Mrs. Beverly Vigas. She has raised her family in Shelby Township and lived in the same house on 23 Mile for 49 years. I met her a few days ago and she stopped me and asked me if I could attend this meeting. She wishes that she could be here tonight to deliver the message personally, but unfortunately, because of health reasons, she cannot, and she asked me to speak on her behalf. She said that after paying taxes for 49 years, she deserves at least 5 uninterrupted minutes while I read this message, and mine, which she helped me to write. As we talk about millions and millions of dollars for a new township building, she wanted me to state this very, very clearly. Let us, the taxpayers of Shelby Township, vote before you go any further. It's our right to do so. That is a message from Mrs. Vigas. I come to you tonight also as a concerned taxpayer. I'm concerned because you, Mr. Supervisor, and some trustees are pushing to spend $23 million of our tax dollars without taking this to the people for a vote. You have made it clear when you want what you want for Shelby Township and what it will cost us. But what do the people want? There is something wrong with the process by which the police court building has been handled. We've already spent more than $1 million on this building, and we're still looking for answers to some very important questions. Questions about size and questions about need. Questions about cost and how to pay for it. Questions about the timing of this project. Questions about whether it would be appropriate to phase in this construction instead of doing the entire project at one time. Most Shelby Township residents agree, as I do, that we need to improve our police station and courthouse. However, they are troubled that your urgency to build this facility without a vote of the public seems to go against economic common sense. We all believe in a first-class police department, and we all support a courthouse large enough to conduct daily business. So what's wrong? It's the decision-making process that is wrong here. The process is upside down. Many residents disagree with how major decisions are being made. You, Mr. Supervisor, have been elected to work with the entire board on issues impacting our community. But when it comes to adding $23 million more to the backs of taxpayers, the people, the electors of this township are the ones who should be making that decision. In business, we plan carefully. We identify an issue or a problem, we compile a group vision with specific goals, and then we build our team to carry it out. We call in experts during the planning phase so everyone's questions can be answered fully. Stockholders are also brought into the decision-making process before money is spent. Only when the plan is fully understood do we proceed with implementation. However, here in Shelby Township, there is a much different process. The supervisor gets an idea, and he pushes it to become a township idea. He calls meetings to explain his idea and expects others to follow. He proceeds with a plan before it has been fully adopted by the township team. He spends millions on a concept, and then he calls meetings after the money is spent to see if we can afford to spend what we just spent. The process is clearly broken. I ask you to trust the people of this township and let us vote on spending $23 million for this police court building before you go any further. Put a business case together. Present it to the stockholders, or in this case, the taxpayers, and let the people decide whether this is a right building of the right size at the right price and at the right time. As a business owner, I understand the importance of including everyone and acknowledging that it all starts and ends with a customer. The principles of running a township are not much different than running a business. The customer, in this case the township, is a taxpayer. It starts with understanding what the people need and want, asking them to participate in the decision-making process, and delivering on those needs. Let us have a public vote in deciding how to proceed with a proposed police and court campus. Let us decide our future. I conclude by restating Mrs. Vigas's request made at the beginning of this message. Let us, the taxpayers of Shelby Township, vote before you go any further. It is our right to do so. Thank you for listening.
I take it you don't have any questions for Mr. Kazor?